Hey everyone, Lyle here from West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange, and today I'm going to finish looking through this collection. Hello everyone, my name is Lyle and I own West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange here in Savannah, Tennessee. And I do a lot of videos of all of the cool collections that come into the store, some unboxing videos, some things that I get from the suppliers. So if you like that type of content, make sure you like, subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of the stuff that comes into this coin store. And on today's show, I'm actually going to finish looking through this collection that I did, I believe in the last video actually. I did the $50 on that one. I'm going to do everything else in this one. There's some pennies, or I should say cents. There's some dimes. There's some quarters. There's some silver in here. There's some numismatic stuff in here. So we're going to look through that. But if you want to check out that first video, make sure you go right there and check out that video and then come back for this one. So let's get started. So here is the, I don't know, sleeve, container, whatever you want to call this thing. And I'm gonna put that aside off camera while I grab stuff one by one until we reach the end. If there's anything cool, then I'll point it out. If there's nothing cool, then we get to look at some old coins, really. That seems to be the cool thing. And if I don't know about something, of course I got to do the research, but I mean, I don't know everything. So the first coin we're going to take a look at is this 1967 Kennedy half. Now this one wasn't part of the other video because those were all 90%. This is the only $50 that is 40%. It's the only one that I got in this collection. This is 1967 Kennedy half right here, and it's inside this in memoriam case for our fallen president, John F. Kennedy, right there. So that's a cool little thing. That one is 40% silver, so it's worth the silver content out of it. Next up is a foreign coin. Now, I'm not sure how to pronounce this one. A lyre. It's from Italy. It's 500. I'm not sure exactly what year it is. I believe there's no year on the obverse or the reverse of the coin. I think it's actually on the edge. Let's I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's crack ahead here and see if we can find a date. I'm really not sure. I don't really deal in a lot of foreign coins. I really don't. But they do come in occasionally. I'm going to put on this quick glove. Let's take a look here. Now there is some writing on the edge. I don't know if the camera is going to focus on it or not. It wants to focus on the coin, but let me just look with my eyeball and see if I can see anything. A couple of stars, and I do see a date right there. Let's grab my 19. Either that's 1900 or it's 1960. It is one of those two. I'm not 100% sure when these were minted, but I'm almost positive this is silver. It does look like silver. So I'm pretty sure it's a silver coin. Let's see if I can try to put it back in its flip without letting it touch those staples. And it's in there for now. I will take care of that later. Let's see what else we got. Up next, looks like we just got a a Eisenhower dollar. Not a Morgan dollar. Eisenhower dollar. This one is not a silver one. You can see the copper. So that is face value stuff. That's the bicentennial one. Here's a 74. This one also has copper in it. You can tell. Does not have silver. More face value. You can still get these from the bank every now and then. Here's another bicentennial, the Type 2 bicentennial from 76. Here's a 74. This one is not silver as well. I believe just the S's. I might be mistaken. Yeah, you can see the copper right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure just the S's are the ones that have the silver in them. These are just regular Ike dollars that I get. This one's ripped open. That I get all the time. I do get these. I don't really pay anything for them. I don't really sell them for much either, so it's not good profit makers here. But if it comes down to it, I'll just go ahead and take them to the bank, and that's about it, and get my dollar back. So up next we have this 1895 1 cent. It's an Indian head cent. This one I believe is just a common year. And 1887. This one doesn't look to be in the best condition. Really worn. One of the characteristics about this one, and how you can tell on the condition, is if you can see the word liberty, and liberty would be right there. That's where the word liberty would be, but this one is really worn. And that's 1896. That one's common. Here is a 1895, another one that's pretty worn, another common. And a 1887. Can't see Liberty, but this one's also a common one. And we got, check this one out. Here's a 1894. 1894. It's a little bit of a better date. But also you can see the word liberty. Kind of, if my camera would focus. There you go. See the word liberty? Fully visible. This one's actually, let's see. This is one of the ones that I should actually check out the condition. And here is the nice handy book that I got. Some of you guys have picked it up. I should have done a like an Amazon thing where I can get a little kickback every time somebody buys this book. So they don't sponsor me at all. I have no sponsors other than West Tennessee Gold and Silver Exchange myself. So as you can see, no liberty, no liberty, no liberty. So up to 3 words of liberty would be a very good. So let's look at fines. I'm going to say it's like a fine or a very fine or extremely fine. But the word liberty should be fully readable. So let's see if I can. It is really dark though. That's one thing that is kind of off about these guys. So I'd say it's probably more or less a very fine. Yeah, I'd say it's about a very fine. Not really an extremely fine. You can just look at the detail on the face. Well, maybe. Look at that. It does have really good detail. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys think it's a very fine and extremely fine? Look at all of that good detail still. And it's not that bad of a year either. So this is one that I will look further into and get a good price on it. We found one that's semi-good. Put that one aside. If you guys haven't picked up this book, check it out. I will put a link into the description now to Amazon where you can pick up a copy. But this is actually a really cool book. and good for just getting a quick idea of what the grade might be on a lot of these coins. It's got a lot of early stuff, and it's got a lot of modern stuff. It's got a lot of coins in it, and it's all done by pictures. It even has gold, which is really cool. Glad thing I found this book because it's been really, really helpful. One of the best investments I've had in the coin shop so far, other than the Sigma. Next up is a 1883. Also common. And a 1893. Not so good condition. 1888. Pretty worn. Common. 1880. Another common. These are a little bit earlier. They're not the 90s or the early 1900s. So they are the early ones. They're just pretty worn. Common years. Not really ones that are going to command any more money than just what regular Indian cents go for. 1883. 95. 1895. Pretty worn. 1 cent. 1887. 1887 right here. Another common. These are all pretty common. I think this is the last Indian head. 1881. Not bad. Pretty worn. Up next, we got some V-nickels. Check this out. 1905 V-nickel. Pretty worn. V-nickels are probably one of the ones I don't really get much activity on. I have rolls of V-nickels that I put in flips like this, and I do give out to kids every now and then. I'll throw some of these. Oh my gosh, you hear that? They are testing the siren right now, and if you saw one of my videos probably a few days ago, they did a severe thunderstorm warning as I was recording. So I'm going to wait for the alarm to finish, and then I will get back onto the next coin. But here's a 1906. I'll be back. The test is over. Let's move on. Here is a 1902. Looks like the edge is bleeding into the date. 1902. It's interesting. Looks like maybe something hit it. Like I said, the V-nickels are just one of those things that I don't really know. I don't know anybody that really collects V-nickels. Do you guys? If you're a big fan of the V-nickel, please let me know, because I got a lot of V-nickels. A 1904 V-nickel. They're all pretty worn. I've had a few V-nickels come in that were in really good shape, but they were common years. But finding them in really good shape is a little hard. Most of the time when I see V-nickels, they're in this type of condition right here. And oh, this one looks like it fell out. Grab it. The 1903. And there's the V-nickel, pretty worn. Again, a lot of this stuff I end up just putting in flips and giving out to kids as they come in. I might even, I'm thinking for Halloween, which is coming up in the next couple months, I'll get a bunch of these, print out like little Halloween stickers, put them on there, maybe tie them to a piece of candy or something, and just give them out to kids as they come into the store. I think that's a really neat idea. If any coin shops already do those, Let me know how that works out. Because stuff like this, I mean, there's really, I don't know, who's really going to give me any more than a nickel for this? I might even be able to get maybe 50 cents, a dollar maybe, but I would much rather give a kid an experience to see something that they've never really seen before. And who knows, it might get them into coin collecting. And UPS is here. And I'm back. UPS guy dropping off some stuff for the taco truck. So if you don't know, we did buy a taco truck and we're going to put it right next to the store. So now when somebody comes get some coins, they can pick up some tacos too. That's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that. So here is a 1905 Liberty V-nickel. So yeah, what do you guys think of that idea for Halloween? Just putting like stickers, Halloween stickers on these things and then just giving them out to kids as their treat. So when they look inside of their treat bag, they'll see this. Of course, I'll put a piece of candy with it and they'll be like, "What in the world is this?" And then they'll probably come in and try to cash it. They'll try to cash the V-nickel. Here's another V-nickel that's pretty worn. And I just have to tell them, sorry, there's really not that much value to these guys. There's some that are pretty valuable, but the common ones, there's so many of these out there. Next up, here's a Buffalo. Buffalo nickel. Still has the date, 1909. Excuse me, 1919. 1919 Buffalo. Really cool. Usually when I see Buffaloes, it doesn't have dates, but so far, 2 for 2. This one's got a date too, 1929. It says it's an S. 1929. Yep, there's the S. Clear as day. 1929S. And here's a 1930S. Another one. Still has a really good detail. 1930. And there's the S right there. 1930S. 1927S. Here is a 1926P. 1926P. This one's still got some pretty good detail on it. 1926. Here's a 1920. Pretty worn. 1920P. All right, let's take a look at this reverse. It looks pretty full down here. It looks like it's a raised mound almost. But it could just be that it's really worn, but it looks pretty raised to me. Let me see if I can find. Yeah, you can. This one, of course, goes in. This one looks raised. I don't think there was a 1920 raised variety that this can be. I know the, I think it was a 13 had the raised. I don't know. Could be nothing. That just seems a little weird to me. Actually, I'll put that in the checkout later pile. Here's a 1929P. This one's in pretty good condition. 1929P. Still got good detail. Reverse still looks good. You know, I'm still trying to find... I would love to find a 3-legged buffalo. I believe it's, what, 37? And I think 36 has, like, the 3.5-leg buffalo. I'd love to find one just out in the wild. But will it happen? I don't know. I mean, coin shops get a lot of stuff all the time, so it's very, our odds are better just because we just get so much stuff that comes in. 1927. Then for somebody who like deals in it every so often. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll be doing a video just like this, and then all of a sudden, a 1937 three-legged buffalo just shows up out of nowhere. That would be a really good video. And I think this is the last buffalo, 1927p. Last buffalo. Let's move on to some dimes. We're going back to the silver now. Here is a 1948 Rosie. A 47S Rosie. Not no key dates really on the Rosies, unfortunately. 1950. It's just one of those that good for stacking silver. Good for trading in silver right here, if we ever get to that point. Check this one out. This one's got a little bit of toning around the edges. But who knows? Maybe one day we'll get to the point where the dollar is really not worth anything, and we're going to have to start trading some silver. I really hope not. I hope we don't get into that, because that will be a really, really tough spot for us. All right, let's keep on moving. Here we got a Barber Dime now. Rosies are all over, so we got Barber Dimes, and this one's a 1905. It's pretty worn. The head's like completely flat. But it's 1905. Oh, wait a minute. That's a 1905. Oh, 1905 is pretty common. 1905 is a little bit better. Not by much. I don't know about in this condition, but that's definitely an O. My camera restarted. That's definitely an O. And I think this is the one that also has the variety of the small O or the big O. The small O, of course, is going to be worth a lot more, but this is the big O. But cool. That's a 1905. Oh, somebody marked that incorrectly. But cool. Not bad. Next up, it's a 1914D. 1914D on this Barber Dime. Yep, that's clearly a D. 1914. Cool. Oh, and up next, check this one out. It's a 1907. Oh, 1907 is a better date. And there it is, 1907 with the O behind it. It is a better date. But cool. Put that one aside. All right, looks like next up we got some quarters. Here is a 1935. 1935 Washington quarter. Pretty common. Can't really see a mint mark. Really worn around the edges. 1935. And then we got a, ooh, look at this, 1937. 1937p. Another common one. 1937p. And look at this. It's a 1937D now. Not a P, a D. This one is a SemiKey date. There's the D. It's in kind of worn shape, but a 1937D is a pretty good find. And that is 1937, yep. Cool. 1937, Washington quarter, SemiKey date right here, found in this random collection. Then up next, another 37. 1937, but I don't think this one's a D unless it's mismarked again. Let's check it out. And nope, no mint mark. So it is a P. 1937 P common. And, oh, look at this. It's a Standing Liberty. Shield quarter. That's really cool. $quarter. 1925 common year, but still cool to find. Nice date. Up next is a, look at this. Another kind of better date is a 1940. And if it really is an S, yeah. Look at that. Look at that S right there. It is a 1940 S. A little bit of a better date as well. Not as common as some of the other ones, but cool. Nice to find. Nice SemiKey dates, and then better than regular quarters, I guess you can say. We're running down to the wire. I got a few left. There's a 1935S. It's another common. And there's the S right there. 1935. Up next, a 1959D. 59D. Common quarter. And a 58D. 1958 Washington quarter. And the last one in the collection is this 1960D Washington quarter. Last one in the collection. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Here's pretty much what I found. And I got to do some research on this one, because that does look like a raised mound. But I don't, even if it's worn, I don't think the 20 had a raised mound variety. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Doesn't look like it's worn like the rest of it. It looks filled. Could just be nothing, but just could be the way this one wore. So I don't know. And then these quarters, 1907. And this, ooh, this one's the one I'm most excited about. The 1894 with the full Liberty. And if my camera would focus, there we go. Full Liberty. It's a nice one. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, do all that good stuff so you can stay up to date on all of the cool stuff that comes in. Until next time, you guys, have a good day.